Hello everyone, welcome back to codingscientist.com. You are watching Hacking Raspberry Pi 0 to Hero series. So we have covered quite a bit of sensors using Raspberry Pi expansion board, including running a servo motor, activating a servo motor with the light intensity sensor, right? In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to use the motion sensor, that is the PIR motion sensor, passive infrared motion sensor, which is a mini tiny kind of thing. How to activate the motion sensor and trigger a relay switch, electromagnetic relay switch. So imagine the possibilities of IoT projects and robotics projects and loads of other ideas you can think about, right? And the most interesting part is we are going to avoid all those cluttering wires and messy breadboard and stuff like that. So it makes things very easy. All you need to do is understand MicroPython, write the logic appropriately and use it. Okay, now let's move on to the circuit. So let me show you what I did. So I connected this small little motion sensor to the D3 port, it's connected to D3 port, and the relay switch is connected. This is the relay switch, this is the electromagnetic relay switch. You can use these two pins to connect to your, see here, this is a kind of switch, right? It's just electromagnetic switch. So you can use these green screwed switch. Unscrew this, connect this to your light or fan or any other electrical devices you want to connect this. This works on 230 volt AC as well. Though this is operational with 5.5 volt, the entire setup, you need a small battery, but the electromagnetic switch can take up to 230 volt electrical devices. So you can connect your geyser, you can connect your refrigerator, you can connect your fan or anything, which means whenever there is an action in front of the motion sensor, this is the motion sensor, a small little sensor with just 4 wires, right, plugged into the D3 port, digital 3 port, and then the digital 13 port is connected to the electromagnetic switch. Now let's do one thing, let's write our codes, and I'm going to move to my VNC, my desktop. This is my Raspberry Pi desktop. I am connected remotely. Let's open up Thorny MicroPython IDE, and there you go. So this is my few lines of code. So let's look at how many lines. It's about just 32 lines of code. That's it, guys. It's so simple, right? And all we are doing is importing time and the motion detection library from Grow Relay company. I'm using their particular library here. This is the main important library. Everything is there in my GitHub. You can just go ahead and pick it up. And then I'm defining a function here. The main function has been defined to activate the relay and then detect the motions and then switch on the relay. I am also printing the relay output as on and off as and when the motion is detected on the IDE itself, and then put it into the true. It's a loop where you can just trigger a 1 second delay and stop and again activate it. So whenever there is going to be a motion, let me just make this terminal a little bigger. Whenever there's going to be a motion in front of the motion sensor, here it's going to print relay is on or off, and we can also physically check here. I'm going to show it in the circuit. Okay, now let me run this code. I hope it works. Now, okay, it seems there is no error, but let me just show my hand in front of the motion sensor. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Relay on, relay off. Motion detected. Perfect. Okay, let me make it silent. Perfect. It seems to be working, guys. So if I just leave it here like this for a few seconds, when there is no motion, it has to be still steady without any motion. And whenever there's going to be motion here nearby, near the sensor, the relay will be activated. You can hear the clicking sound, tick, tick, kind of switch kind of sound, right? So that means on or off. And that is exactly, you can see whenever there is a motion, you can see it on the IDE, relay on and off. So guys, this is a pretty brilliant project, right? So imagine what you can do with this. Wow, you can create a motion detection system. This is another IoT project. I can give you some ideas. If you have any farmland, agricultural land where you want to protect your crops from the domestic animals or the wild animals in the jungle in the night, or in a remote location where you don't have the human security, right? You can set up this motion detector with the relay on and off switch. Whenever there is a kind of a wild animal or a domestic animal trying to enter into your agriculture field to eat those crops, the motion detector will activate your LED lamp, or some kind of alarm. You can fix it on the switch, right, on the electromagnetic switch, that is the relay switch, and that's going to chase away the animals. This is just a random idea which came into my mind. You can think about lot of brilliant ideas using this particular application. It's going to be very, very useful. Most importantly, it's working on Raspberry Pi. It's a single board computer. So imagine your Raspberry Pi is connected locally within your farmhouse, and you can remotely access from your home. You can also, the camera is activated and the motion sensor is activated and the relay switch is activated and whatnot. Oh my god, it's going to be interesting, right? Anyways, so there are loads of ideas you can think about. The goal of this particular Zero to Hero series is to give you a hands-on practical exposure to these kind of sensors and circuits and programming knowledge, so that you know how to plug, play, write some programs and connect it and play around. And then it's all about invention and innovation. I want you guys to think and come out with some interesting project. Leave a message to me. I will help you to build the projects. See you soon in the next lesson. Goodbye.